Hello again, it's Waterside Nursery. Sorry to have been away and not doing videos for a while. Bit of a leg in plaster issue. But here we are again now, and I'm focusing on some pink Butomus umbellatus. I'm hoping you can see the number of pollinators actually flicking around between these flowers. But of course, every time I move the camera, they disappear off onto some other plant. But basically, the nursery now, and we've come outside, last time we were in one of the tunnels, but the nursery now is starting to come alive with pollinators and flowers, which is absolutely wonderful to see. As we walk down, you can start to see the nursery as it's grown on from the last time in April when we were here. Then we had Couthers on flower, but now they've been cut back to send up some fresh new green leaf growth. There's a few being kept for seed there. We've collected a lot of seed already. Forget-me-nots, beautifully in flower now. In your pond they'd start to trail out with their long stems. Pollinators on those too, if we look closely at what's suddenly moving around as I approach. Probably the busiest section though. One, I think. Oops, off he goes. Where's he going? Now this plant is Lythrum sanicaria, or Bluestrife, a British native. Actually, funnily enough, all the ones I've shown you so far have been British natives. But over here now, we have Mentha savina alba. And if I walk really slowly, bee on that flower, and I can see a lovely little butterfly here. Is that in the picture? Yes. And more bees. Oh, loads dancing around everywhere. And this is one of those plants that I include in the mainly native scheme, because if somebody's trying to encourage wildlife, you can absolutely see why this Mentha savina alba, but the Mentha savina blue is probably just as alive with bees and pollinators. This is such a boon in the pond because they really do adore it. It's part of the mint family, but it doesn't grow as a rafting plant like the native water mint. This one just forms a neat little clump. We can do some quite interesting textural and seed head foliage at this time of year as well. This is Cyperus Eragrostus. Now the dragonflies would benefit from these because they can actually climb up these nice stems and emerge from the pond to become adults. Another seed head variety in Juncus encepholius. Not attracting the pollinators, but still giving an interest at this time of the year. I've just seen something fly under onto this Waterment, the British native Waterment. There's another one on the flower. So all our plants now are outside if they're going to be sent this year. And these, we're trying to get some to seed so that we can collect the seed. Hello, little thing, what are you? Lovely. Thank you for posing. Actually, there's a lot of these today. And they only seem to be on this mint. How intriguing. So, given a few weeks' time, hopefully they've pollinated, and you're going to sit on that flower for me? And then we can collect the seed for next year. As we look across the nursery then, we've got white Butomus. Iris is going over a bit now. Ah, there's something interesting. I've come down to the slightly deeper troughs, and this is Typha lugdunensis. So it is part of the bulrush family, but it used to be called Typha gracilis, which I think's nice. Sort of graceful name for a graceful, thin, slender bulrush. You know, you can see the heads there in comparison to my little finger. Where are we? You know, not overly big, just small pokers, not so invasive as the big bulrush everyone's used to seeing. So we've got some more young plants here that will be all nicely rooted for next year and ready to go out. But this is what I was bringing you to see. The Anemopsis. That's a lovely flower. Creamy white and smelling of honey. When you go in the tunnels, you can absolutely know that they're in flower. They smell gorgeous. But these are now sending out runners. And every, I don't know, 6 inches or so, you get a new plant starting to grow. So they're a lovely thing. Once you have one, you can lie out the running rootstock, and a bit like strawberries, they root themselves down. You can see them all there lined up down the side of the oh, hello, you can go back in the water. So they're beautiful. Anemopsis californica. Again, not a native, but very, very pretty. Probably one of my favourites. A section here of Ranunculus flamula. British native water buttercup. Oh, they are really coming out today for the camera. Pretty white butterfly. I don't know if you caught it. Now, here's probably one of the last things to flower in the pond in a season, and it's just coming to start now, and that's the Ponteria cordata. Now again, you will see bees and butterflies hovering around these. It's a particular favourite of the bumblebee, but I can't actually see any today. And some of the taller one there is coming into flower. This one's Ponteria, cordata, lancifolia. Grow from deeper in the water and get taller. So these may well flower right the way through August into September. You can see we've got little buds just waiting to come out. Probably more buds coming than there is flowers at the moment, but that's all good. It spreads the season out nicely. So that's a quick look round. We're actually back at the beginning with the Alisma plantago aquatica that I was mentioning, next door to the Butomus there. So a quick tour, but I just wanted to show you how things had moved on since the last time you were here, and how things have moved, flowered, and how we try and encourage the wildlife. There were dragonflies flying about this morning, but the sun's gone in a bit now and I can't see any as it happens. Still, we'll do another tour sometime soon, and hopefully you'll watch that one too, and we'll see what's happening next on the nursery. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye now.